Good afternoon. It's Friday, May 29th, and I've chosen to come to Cooper Riverside Park today. I was thinking about the history of the city, knowing that up the Mobile River, centuries ago, came diseases from the New World to infect the population that lived here. Since then, in 1918, we know that the spread of the Spanish flu probably came through the port. But all those diseases ended up leaving or being overcome in some form or fashion. But what has not left the city of Mobile, and that is the backbone of our economy, and it is the port. So as I look across the river and I think about, what does the future hold? You can say it's uncertain, but one thing I am certain of is whether it's Austell or whether it's former companies like Bender, other shipbuilding companies, or even airplane manufacturers, we will prevail. We will continue the commerce. We will overcome this virus, but we have to do it in a smart way. So we ask that you just continue to do the things that are being recommended to stay safe, to keep yourself healthy and your fellow man healthy. So anyway, today ends another week. And as I think about things that we accomplished, one of the things I think is a huge accomplishment was that finally, after a couple of years in the making, we finally passed the TID, or the Tourism Improvement District, and that's a way that additional dollars will be raised through our hotels, through the guests who are paying for room taxes. Some of the taxes will go for the TID, and that money will be used to market the city of Mobile so that we can make sure that our downtown hotels and hotels throughout the community remain vibrant. So I really am grateful for the leadership of David Clark and Visit Mobile for what they did. It's a huge accomplishment. In the state of Alabama, we're the very first city that has a TID, and I think that you'll see others follow suit because it will give us that needed boost to have additional dollars to put into marketing. Also, as I reflect backwards and think forward, I have to say thank you to USA Health for all that they've done to stand up the testing facility at Ladd Stadium. Multitudes of people, many people have been tested in the Ladd test site. So it's a combination of the city working with USA Health. With those results, we've been able to make plans for how to move forward. But one of the things that came up that we had not experienced previously was the afternoon thunderstorms that we have in Mobile. Earlier this week, we had to shut down because of lightning. High winds blew over one of the tents, and so we've had to come up with an alternative test site. So we've made the decision that Ladd Stadium, over the period of next week, we'll be starting to slow down the number of testing that's going on there. And by June 8th, we will be testing those people that would normally go to Ladd. They'll be tested at the Civic Center. And the way we'll do that is you will drive your car through the Civic Center, be tested inside the Civic Center. There's a couple of reasons for this, is that we can work in inclement weather, but we also have a controlled environment. You don't have to worry about the carbon monoxide. There's plenty of circulation in there, and we won't allow a bunch of cars to be in the line, just with their engines running. One of the primary reasons for making this move is that so many more people are being tested prior to elective surgery. Because of the inclement weather, you postpone those that need to be tested, and when you postpone them, they have to postpone the elective surgery. And that creates a big problem for all the hospitals. So we've pulled together, created a new test site, and again, by June 8th, it'll be up and running. I'm having to smile just a little bit because I'm in Cooper Riverside Park, and you can probably hear the coal train going by. And we all know the disruptions that causes, but that's part of the commerce that we like for our city of Mobile. And so even though to some you may not like that noise, it is beneficial for us. So another COVID-19 related item is that all this week we've continuously working on how to bring employees back to Government Plaza to make sure that we can transition back to a more normal work day. And so by the middle of June, we hope to have all the employees that have been working at home back at Government Plaza. And I'm really grateful for all the senior directors and department heads that are making that happen. The last thing is that maybe later today you'll be seeing either on the city website or through social media that we will be reopening our parks. It'll be a limited opening, and that you almost have to go to the website to see how we're phasing this back in. It's not going to be like it was in early January. We will be a kind of a slow rollout depending on what the sport is and what it is that you want to do at the park. But anyway, glad to open them back up in some limited fashion so that as you get out in this beautiful weather that we're having, that you can enjoy yourself. Anyway, as we close this week, I do so knowing that we're better off today, understanding more about the virus, and that we're looking forward to next week. Hope you have a great weekend.